Hello and welcome to another vlog. If vlogs are kind of becoming a thing on my channel and I'm going to be doing them more often, which I think that they kind of are, but I'm not making any promises, then you better get used to this sort of evening view that I've got going on here because I cannot film videos during the day. I don't know why, it just never really happens. During the day I do other things, and then by the time I decide to start filming, it's like 11 PM or something. But also the sun goes down pretty early anyway, so even if I started to film at like 5, it would already be dark. But I kind of like this vibe. It's cute, it's very cozy, and you can't really see it from the regular setup, but we've also got a candle going, as always. I always turn my candle on in the evenings. I like it a lot. So I posted my first vlog in like a year today, and it was also my first video back after being gone for a month, and you guys were so nice to me in the comments. Thank you to everyone who left a nice comment. It made me feel something, and I decided I want to do more vlogs. I don't know, I like these chill videos. I like just hanging out with you. I like the vibe we have going on, so I thought I would do more of these. And I sort of left you guys on a cliffhanger in terms of like bracelets and crafty stuff with the last vlog, because we only really did the strings and then the bookshelf and the books. So this is hopefully going to be more craft focused, but right now it's Saturday and I'm like about to go to bed after I film this clip, and then tomorrow is Sunday and I'm meeting my friends, and I also need to film a video tomorrow, and I also need to work on my side project that I have going on, which I don't talk about yet. So I don't know how much time I'm actually going to have to make bracelets, but I might extend this vlog to include some of the weekdays, and then maybe in the evenings after work I will have time to do that. But I did start my cross stitch project. We've got the first few stitches going on here. I completely forgot how to cross stitch, but then I started this project, and once I thread the needle through, I was like staring at the needle trying to remember how to actually like secure the string on it, and I was like staring at it for a while, and then my fingers just randomly did it, and like by muscle memory I just remembered how to do it, even though I consciously had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. So yay, muscle memory for the win. I remembered how to do it, and then once I started actually, I mean I only did a couple of stitches here, but once I started doing it I pretty much remembered everything, and so I'm having a lot of fun with that. Also, last vlog I showed you that I'm doing some kind of changes in my room. Obviously we had the bookshelf, but I did some other changes to my room as well. Let me just show you. Alright, so sorry for the change in the audio quality. Gotta use the camera mic because I'm too far away from my mic. But a few things have changed in my room. First of all, I got a new lamp, which is cool in itself because I really don't like the overhead lights. And my vibe is all about being cozy, and I really just want to be cozy. So I got a lamp. Second of all, I got a plant. And it's massive, and I am absolutely in love with it. I need to give it a name. I've been wanting to get a big plant for years, but I was too scared to commit for whatever reason. I really do have commitment issues, but only when it comes to the small things, because I got married at 20, and that's weird. But somehow it makes sense in my brain. So I have a plant now, but then also I have a little plant. That one's fake, but then this one is real. And it's very similar to the big one, and we've got like a little spray bottle thing. And it's so cute, and I love it. So I'm very excited about this, and I think it looks super cozy. I don't like this. I'm getting a new lamp to potentially put here to like have more light in this area. This I'm mostly using for the cross stitch, but it also kind of lights up the room right now. But I'll be replacing that. Anyway, I'm very excited, and I think this is super cool and cute. I really need to be getting ready for bed because it's quite late, so I'm gonna do a little bit of the scratch art as a sort of de-stress, sort of get away from technology, get ready for bed kind of thing. I'm really working on not using my phone in bed or for the last hour before bed. Working on it, not very successfully, but I have been doing it for like about a month, and I'm relatively successful, and I have noticed that it has helped me a lot with the quality of my sleep. So that's what we're gonna do now. Spend a bit of time, not an hour because I actually want to go to bed sooner, but a bit of time just completely de-stressing and getting ready for bed. So come along with me. Also, I've already edited all of the vlog that you've seen up until this point because I like to edit as I go along to sort of get an idea of the flow of the video and also how long the video is going to end up being. And I realised that that bump on my bed makes it look like somebody's sleeping there, and I promise nobody is there. It's just that I like to put my duvet in like onto one side basically because I like to lay on my bed, and I noticed that if I lay on my bed and then on the duvet, it kind of like bunches up the duvet and scrunches it up, and I don't really know what to do about that, so I've just sort of been pushing it to one side so I don't end up squishing it. So yeah, I just thought I'd clarify that I'm not hiding anybody here. Alright, well, it's time for me to go to bed actually, so I will see you tomorrow. So I had a great day out with my friends, and then I came back home and I didn't do anything. I just chilled. I made some Telegram stickers of my cats, which I can share here, I guess. And I just enjoyed my time off and like journaled and planned a little bit for next week. So we'll see how the rest of this video goes. I'm as interested as you to see the rest of this vlog, because I have no idea what I'm gonna end up doing, but I'll see you later. Oh, also I bought a salt lamp for this part of the room. Once I get cats over, I'm going to get rid of it. I know that you're not supposed to have them with cats, so don't worry about that, but for now, it's gonna be here. I just came out of the shower, so my hair is wet. I'm back from work. I had a good day at work. Mondays are inherently difficult though, because I cannot wake up on them ever. But I still managed to have a good day at work, and it was my first day back in the office, so that was nice. My plan for right now is to start the Patreon knot-along bracelet that I am very much overdue on. And there's another part posting today, so I need to catch up on the part that I missed. And I've already picked out the colors, so let's do it. Oh, also, some pages just fell out of the book that I was reading. This has literally never happened to me before. The bookstore that I got this from, I got a bunch of other books from, and this has literally never happened before. And I'm pretty sure I can't return it anymore because like I already read it and like cracked the spine and everything, so I could just say that like I did this, but it just, yeah, they just like several pages just fully fell out, and I just don't know what to do about that. It is what it is, I guess. Ooh, that light is harsh. I only really ever turn it on when I'm like making bracelets or cross-stitching nowadays. But these are the colours that I picked out for the bracelet. I need to cut the strings now and start the bracelet. I'm also going to be trying the sparkly DMC string that people have been recommending me, so this is going to be my first time using it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, I'm all caught up with the Patreon knot-along bracelet. Usually I would leave patterns in the description of videos, but I'm not going to leave this pattern since it's a mystery pattern. And I'm the only one who knows what it is. Even my patrons who are doing the knot-along with me don't know what it is. They're receiving this pattern in segments, which is the mystery part of the knot-along. Feel free to join, by the way. If you become a patron, even at the lowest tier, once you join the Discord server, you can join the knot-along. This is the first time that I've been using this sparkly thread as well, and upon initial thoughts, my initial thoughts are great, it's pretty easy to work with. I did, however, completely rip it apart. As you can see here, you've only got the metallic thread here sticking out, but the actual string part, I completely ripped it apart. But to be fair, that was my mistake. I pulled on it a little bit too hard. Basically, you know how like when you're knotting, sometimes the wrong color pops through in knot, and then to fix it, you kind of have to pull on the color that pops through. So yeah, the orange popped through here on the white knot, and I pulled on it a little too hard and ended up completely tearing off the string. So I'm gonna have to replace that, but that filament looks really cool actually. But yeah, other than that, initial thoughts are good. I'll have more thoughts later, I guess. But for now, I'm off to bed. Alright, so it's a few days later and my hair is wet again. I don't have time to wait for it to dry because I also need to film another video today, which you're gonna see next week. Да, я снимаю, что?
Что?
Literally filming.
Мне ничего.
I have another video to film today, which is probably going to come out after this one, and I don't have time to wait until this dries, so... And it's a vlog anyway, so who cares? I'll show you in a bit what I'm going to be filming for my next video. I've already got the strings prepped for it and everything. It's going to be a tutorial. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about the books that I've been reading. So I finished The Song of Achilles. This is the book that the pages fell out of. I have inserted them back in, but they don't really fit properly, so it's just... They kind of just stick out now, so that's great. If anyone knows how to fix that or prevent that, let me know. I don't know why that happened. I didn't love it. I don't know what it was about this book, because I know that people absolutely love this book and will fiercely love it as well. I don't know what it was about it, but it just didn't do it for me. Like, it just didn't. I never really got attached to the characters. I never really got into the story. The way that it was written kind of threw me off, especially in the beginning. It kind of, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. So I did not love it, which is why it probably took me 2 weeks to finish it, because it's not a big book. In fact, on my Goodreads, out of the 18 books that I read in the entire year, this is the shortest book that I've read, and yet it took me 2 weeks to finish, when other books could take me like a day or two to finish if I actually really enjoy them, and usually I read bigger books as well. Anyway, didn't love it. Kind of sad about that because I thought that I would. I didn't hate it either, I just didn't love it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have anything negative to say, I just don't think that it worked for me. I understand why people do love it though, and I do think that it is a good book for some people, just not personally. And I can tell you when I hate a book. I made a video on my second channel when I really didn't like a book. This one I just didn't love, that's it. Anyway, I'm reading Shadow and Bone now. I am 25 pages in, I literally just started. I'm on chapter 2. And I already have mixed feelings about this. If you watched my previous vlog, you would have seen me say that I didn't know anything about this or any of the other books that I bought last time. I went in completely blind, not knowing anything. It was just recommended to me based on other books that I've read and loved. And so I didn't read a summary, I didn't read anything, and I'm starting to think that that might have been, maybe that's not a great strategy to go into books. Maybe I should have read up on this one, I don't know. But yeah, it's based on like Slavic culture, and I am Russian, so I am very familiar with Slavic culture. I was brought up with Slavic culture. This is weird. I'm only 25 pages in, and I don't know, I've never read books in English that were based off Slavic culture, and it's weird, and it doesn't necessarily get things right. I'm only 25 pages in, and the main character's name, Alina Starkov, that should be Starkova, because in Russian, the women have an A at the end of their last names. Like, my husband is Makarov, I am Makarova, with an A at the end. So that really threw me off from the beginning, and it kind of made me distrust the author, I would say. I'm hoping to be proved wrong, because people that enjoy the same things that I read have enjoyed this series and other things that this author has written. So I'm hoping to be proven wrong. But I will admit that it has put like a sour taste in my mouth and made me distrust the author, because if you get like a very basic detail like that wrong about the culture that you're trying to write about, like the fact that we have A's on the last names for women is a very, very simple thing that you could have figured out by doing a tiny bit of research. And the fact that the author got that part wrong, it's kind of making me like raise an eyebrow and think about like what other things did they get wrong. So we'll see. Another thing that I can say, in like 25 pages and they've made several references to kvass, which is a drink that we drink, and it's not alcoholic. I mean, technically it has like a tiny percentage of alcohol, but it's not alcoholic. You cannot get drunk off it. And yeah, in like the first 25 pages, someone's like drunk off kvass, and I'm like, how much kvass did you have to drink to get drunk off of it? And how low of a tolerance do you have to get drunk off of it? Anyway, that's kind of relevant. But yeah, I'm going into it with an open mind. Hopefully it proves me wrong, but I am making notes of all of the things that it gets wrong about Slavic culture that I find annoying. So there's that. Can't say much about it other than that. I've literally just started it, so we'll see how it goes. I might be making these vlogs a regular thing, and one of the things that I kind of want to touch on is mental health, because I've been sort of open about my journey with depression for the last several years that I was depressed. And then I never really updated you guys on how I'm feeling now, because I've been in therapy for a year. And I actually feel a lot better. I haven't been depressed in like at least 9 months or so. I've been feeling good. But I also know that this video is already kind of long, so maybe I will include that in the next video if you guys are interested. So leave me a comment if you want me to go into mental health talk and potentially share some things that I've been doing, I guess. Which might not necessarily help you, but you know, if you're interested in that, let me know. Anyway, I need to film this video because it's like 6 p.m. on a Sunday, and I have work tomorrow, and I also have other things I need to get done. I'm filming a tutorial. Let's have a look. So these are the strings that I picked out. They pretty much match the pattern itself, but this is the pattern that I want to do a tutorial on. I haven't done a tutorial in a while, but several of my recent tutorials have been more intermediate focused, and I want to go back to doing something more beginner focused. And this is a really popular pattern with beginners. I remember I used to make a ton of these when I was just starting out. I really love this pattern. It has a special place in my heart, and I can't believe that I haven't done a tutorial on it yet. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. But I think that this is also where I'm going to say goodbye for this video. This video is getting kind of long, and I also want to post it soon, so this is where I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I'll see if I make more vlogs in the future. Let me know if this is something that you would like to see, because I do enjoy making these chill videos, but at the same time they take me like several days to film, and remembering that I am filming it, like not forgetting to film basically as well. So I don't know, let me know if you want to see more of this. And this tutorial is probably going to be the next video I'm going to post, or potentially a challenge video. Not sure. But anyway, more videos are coming soon, and we'll see what I post after that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And a special shout out to my patrons, and especially my top supporters whose names are going to be on screen. If you also want to become a patron and get exclusive perks via donations, the link to that is in the description where you can sign up. But in any case, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!